we're going to be recapping the TPT town hall meeting that just happened a few days ago. If you are new or returning, welcome. Here it is, so primary, we talk teacher side hustles. Okay, let's get into this. If you've never watched a TPT town hall meeting, I highly recommend it. It is 40 minutes of your life, and they do pretty much the same thing every week, just the content changes, right? So it is hosted by Amy. Amy is the happiness director of TPT, and then she introduces who is there, and they start with Paul, CEO of not only TPT, but also IXL. So TPT is owned by IXL, and Paul Michigan is the CEO. So they introduced Paul. Normally they introduce Priscilla, but she was not there. They had Kate, who is from marketing, who I happen to meet at the TPT Live in Seattle a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, 2 months ago, maybe, I don't know. What is it? They introduced Will. Will's part of project. I don't know their titles, but he does product creation. He does products. And also Fitz. And Fitz was introduced in the last TPT town hall meeting. And I think a lot of people liked him. I definitely did. So he's back for more. And then Paul normally shares how TPT is doing earnings wise, which he didn't. And I missed it. I actually like hearing how TPT is doing. Whether we're up or we're down in earnings, I like to know. I just want to know whether is it me or is it everybody, right? He just kind of talked about the goal of TPT staff is to build things to help us, build things to help teachers and just the buyers in general. And so, like I said, I was waiting for that earnings report, didn't get it. And then they moved it over to Kate and talked about a survey that they sent out to parents and educators to understand how they're doing as far as the school year and purchasing habits. And they got over 13,000 educator surveys, which is fantastic. They basically said, and this is no surprise, current workload stress is at an all-time high, that TPT resources were making a big difference because buyers were coming to TPT to find resources that would save time, and they have confidence in our resources that would help them get students more engaged and that were unique, original. That's important. Differentiation was a top topic for buyers. Even though they're relying on AI more and more, they still find that teacher resources especially the bigger teacher resources. So one of the things that they notice is that even though more than 81% of educators have used AI tools, but they still believe that AI is not a replacement yet for teacher creativity and insights. So this is why it's really important that your resources have in some instruction to the teacher. What are the different ways that they can use that resource to the best of their ability? And they also still appreciate the different formats, such as Google Slides, PDFs, editable, things that are editable. Let me just show you a couple other quick slides. This was an interesting slide. They're reaching more secondary school teachers while enriching their connection with elementary school educators. They have a blog. They send out a weekly newsletter. They are creating articles to help teachers based on the answers and the feedback that they receive from these surveys, which is great. They're publishing more shareable content, and there was a call that if you want your content shared on TPT, just put them in your hashtags so that they can see it. They're packaging up gift cards to school administrators to get teachers shopping on TPT with an introduction to the School Express program. Then Will came on and talked about the search is the core. So it is so important that when you are creating titles, those titles are going to match what buyers, what teachers are
typing here into this search. Here's a shot of the different places where they are putting money into the ads on various platforms. And I have actually seen it in ChatGPT. The funniest thing, I was asking ChatGPT about, I'm looking for people in my niche. Who are the main sellers in my niche? AI is not perfect. They kept recommending It's All Primary, which is me. I kept saying that is me.
One of the things that Will mentioned that was a bit new is the length of the snippet. So I think I have been sharing that it is the first 200 characters. Now, the snippet is that first part of your product description right at the top. It's really important. You got keywords in there, but they emphasize don't keyword stuff for the sake of keyword stuffing. It's got to be natural language. And he said that they are looking for 152, 300 characters. So that's important. Okay, so don't just count that first little paragraph that you type. Keep going. I use ChatGPT a lot to help with my product description, and I can already tell by looking at people's resources. They do too, and I think it works. I have to do, during spring break, I've got a plan, but I'll see how some of them are doing.
And then Fitz came on and talked about the tools to support the seller search and the analytics. So this is coming, and this is going to be exciting. This is what a lot of the TPT seller type tools, such as Seller Spy, Teacher Boost, Mr. Joel's TPT SEO, those are doing these right now. But TPT is getting onto the bandwagon, which will be exciting. Fitz talked about the seller discounts to drive more sales, and I've actually experienced the follower discount. I received 10%. It's a one-time thing. You can't get it over and over again, but they had that, and that's what it looks like. Enjoy 10% off if you're following that store. When it came to sales, sellers are going to be able to fluctuate, customize their discounts from 5 to 20. Right now it was just at 20, but even 5% is okay.
They're hoping to give sellers more discounts, more options, more control with all of this, and they said based on just tracking the discounts and everything, that TPT generated an extra $1 million. Again, I want to see the earnings. I want to know how that looked overall.
This is something that I started seeing actually a day or two, I think, before Fitz mentioned it, is if when you look at the underneath the price, the specs and the what's included, they've changed this formatting to this one. I don't know if you can see this. I'm not sure whether I like it or not. I'll get used to it, but I think in the long run, I think people like bullet points. And there, Amy again was talking about the product insight report, which I will do a video. The next video after this video will be on the product insight report and how I'm currently using it and ways you can use it. They shared the teacher advisory board, a lot of the same people from previous boards. Not everybody, there's a couple new people on there, but I do find that some of the same people get on the boards quite regularly. They shared the new upcoming live webinars, and they also talked about the TPT Forward conference in Vegas. And the last discount is April 30th, so coming up next month.
One of the things they talked about is that as sellers, we can participate in different surveys and things, and I'll show you a couple screenshots, and they share how they read every single comment. So feedback to TPT is super important. You want to be able to say what you need to say and know that it's going to be read or heard or whatever. Because there are so many different tools now outside of TPT for TPT, right? They have to keep up with it. I mean, I really wish Boom would do something like this, but oh well. But overall, it's nice to hear from TPT. I wish they would do these every single month. I think they only do them 8 or 9 times a year, right? Like they don't do them every month. I wish they would just do them every month. So anyways, that's okay. So that's it for today. Upcoming video, like I said, there's going to be a video on the data tool that they talked about in the TPT in the TPT town hall meeting. I think I finally uploaded one of the 4 resources videos. I got another one coming, just need to edit. Okay. And I'm also going to be doing a little mini what I'm doing for spring break and planning for Q2. So that's coming up. We're on spring break in about 10 days, I guess it is. Yeah, it's coming up. I need it. I bet you do too. All right.
So wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy, and we'll catch you in that video or the playlist. See ya.